Another series I've been highly anticipating is Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion, because of course this is going to be based off the classic Secret Invasion storyline from Marvel Comics, and it's just such a good comic, and like the mystery, and I don't know, I just really love it. It's such an epic story, and I'm so glad to see that we're finally going to be seeing it in live action brought to the MCU. But of course, as always, it's going to be different, actually quite a bit different. And that is one of the concerns, that, this is going to be a smaller scale Disney Plus series rather than a big scale Avengers movie. But then again, in series format, you can really dive deep into stuff. So I'm excited for that aspect of it. And they're definitely doing a more grounded approach. You can really see that in this trailer that, sure is about aliens invading Earth, but they don't really show that too much, especially in this trailer. It feels more of a spy espionage thriller, which is kind of giving vibes to like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which is a fantastic, phenomenal movie. So to be similar to that, that's definitely a good thing, and I'm really excited for this series. Now, they market this as the official trailer, but it really feels more like a teaser because it really doesn't give that much away. It's supposed to release in spring of 2023, so I'm assuming March or April-ish. We do know we're getting What If Season 2 early 2023, so that would be before this, so I'm assuming maybe that comes out in January. We'll wrap up around end of February, early March-ish, and then we'll jump right into Secret Invasion. So definitely really excited for this one, but without further ado, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump into this and break down the official trailer / teaser trailer from Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion. So we start off, we're here in the woods, and this giant light appears before us. What is it? Is it a UFO, unidentified flying object? Well, no, actually it is, but there's also this unidentified person. So who is this person? Well, this silhouette is revealed to be Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson himself, which is really exciting because, he's been here in the MCU since the beginning, since 2008's Iron Man, and to see him now being in a starring role, getting his own series, that's really exciting for Samuel L. Jackson to really get to show off how good of a dramatic actor he is as well, alongside his comedy. So then we go over to a bar where we meet up with Maria Hill, of course, Kobe Smulders returning to the role, and she's confronting Nick Fury about, you've been off Earth for years. You've been avoiding Earth, and now you come back. And Nick Fury has this new look here. He's got the beanie, he's got the beard, no eye patch this time, kind of sporting a more comics accurate-ish look, at least to some versions. So this is really cool, but like I said, he's been off Earth for years, and who knows how long he's been off-world and how long Talos has been disguised as Nick Fury on Earth. So I'm really excited to find out that aspect of it as well, and how he found out about the Secret Invasion, because he said that the reason he came back, it's really important because now they're dealing with a Secret Invasion. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to find out more about that. We get the Marvel Studios logo, which is just the basic logo. It's kind of disappointing because, everything else we've seen in Phase 4 so far, the Marvel Studios logo has been special or designed or had specific colors based on the project. This is just the classic red and silver. Not that big of a deal, but, a little disappointing. And then we have Fury, like I said, he's just investigating. He's trying to get to the bottom of this, trying to figure out who we can trust. That paranoia is going to be a big aspect of this series. And so he meets up with Rhodey, of course, Don Cheadle here. This series is going to be leading directly into his show, Armor Wars, which is going to begin filming next year. And so Rhodey here is kind of confused by what Fury's talking about, because he's like, how much do you know about your security team? And he's like, well, what are you talking about? Because Fury's trying to figure out, can they be trusted? Are they Skrulls? Or should we be suspicious? Because Rhodey, he's in the military, so he's got a pretty high-ranking position. So, the whole thing with the Secret Invasion is the Skrulls specifically target high-ranking people in society because that's how they're going to do this Secret Invasion. We'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about some other characters that I believe are also Skrulls, but definitely something to keep in mind. And Fury also is wearing glasses here. I'm not sure if that really means anything, but there's that as well. Everett Ross also making his return. He's going to be, of course, in the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so he's going to be also in Secret Invasion as well. He also has the beanie, and I would not be surprised if maybe he was a Skrull. I don't know if maybe he's been a Skrull this whole time, or if it's just going to be in this series, but I'm really looking forward to seeing more Everett Ross as well. Fury and Talos are joining together, the dynamic duo of Secret Invasion right there. And this shot, I think, is one of the most interesting ones of the whole trailer, because you have on the right, I believe, is Olivia Colman's character, and on the left, I believe, is probably just like one of her bodyguards or something. We'll talk about more Olivia Colman's character in a minute when we get a better look, but they're in this room full of bodies, and they're all lit up. So what is going on here? Is this a bunch of human bodies, or more likely, is it a bunch of Skrull bodies? Because that was something in the comics when it came to Secret Invasion, is that, some of these big heroes that Skrulls were disguised as, when they died, they would revert back to their Skrull forms, and that would be the big reveal of like, oh my god, they were Skrull the whole time. So maybe we'll be getting that kind of thing going on here as well. Like, we kind of got a hint of that with the Skrull autopsy in Captain Marvel, but now we might be getting that more fully fledged. I mean, it's hard to tell here because you can't really see any of the bodies, they're all covered up, but that could possibly be a room full of Skrulls. And then we've got Talos, of course, Ben Mendelsohn, back from his role in Captain Marvel. And this is going to be another interesting aspect of it, is because when we were introduced to the Skrulls in Captain Marvel, they were good guys. They were refugees. They were just looking for a home. They were just trying their best to survive. And now the whole thing with the Secret Invasion storyline is that you have a bunch of evil Skrulls who are trying to infiltrate Earth. So we'll kind of have this, it'll be like factions of the Skrulls. We'll have Talos and kind of the good, heroic Skrulls versus the evil Skrulls. And he's telling Fury that they have to be really, really careful about that. And that's going to be another cool part of this, is that Fury, in this whole journey of trying to unravel this mystery and stop this invasion, he's going to have kind of an inside source because he's working with some Skrulls as well. So he kind of has that perspective to see like how these Skrulls may be thinking. And then Nick Fury, of course, he's just taking in all this information. And then we got Talos attacking this other character, played by Kingsley Ben-Adir. We're not sure who his character is, who he's playing or anything like that, but Talos is attacking him. And then I love how slowly the background, all these background characters, they slowly start to transform into Kingsley Ben-Adir's characters. So those apparently were all Skrulls. They all start to shapeshift. Boom, a bunch of Kingsley Ben-Adirs. Now, I'm just assuming that he's going to be one of, if not the main villain of this series. He definitely looks very intimidating here. And again, this is going to be another cool thing, seeing the separations and the divisions between the Skrulls and their different beliefs in society of like, hey, we should invade Earth. And then other ones being like, yeah, no, that is a terrible thing to do. Now, Olivia Colman's character has got some shady business going on here. I mean, she's got this room, somebody is tied up there, she's holding a needle. Now, Olivia Colman's character is rumored to be Fallsworth. That's going to be her code name, that's going to be her character. I did a video about a month ago, a rumor that she may be playing Union Jack, a female version of Union Jack from the comics. And other things that we've heard about her is that she's going to be an old ally of Nick Fury, basically kind of like the UK London version of Nick Fury. But I would not at all be surprised if she was maybe revealed to be a Skrull. That's kind of just what I'm getting for vibes from her, because I mean, clearly she has some shady business going on here. And then when she's talking to Nick Fury again, old allies, they're getting reacquainted. She's telling him like, you're not in good condition, you shouldn't be, looking into this too much, almost as if like, if she's a Skrull, this is her telling him not to get involved, basically, and try and throw him off the scent. So I think that's pretty interesting. And Nick Fury, even himself, is just like, yeah, I do not believe this. Then we got Rhodey with his security team. Can we trust them? Probably not. They're most likely Skrulls, or at least most of them. And then we've got Emilia Clarke's character. Now, we don't know who her character is either, but she's going to be one of the stars of this series, kind of a protege to Nick Fury. And she, I believe, is also a Skrull, but again, probably one of the good Skrulls, although maybe for all we know, she may be pretending to work with Nick Fury, and then at the end she gets revealed as, okay, I was evil this whole time, I'm the one leading the secret invasion, and, I betrayed you. So we could get something like that. And this part I'm confused by, because they put such a focus and emphasis on this crow. Now, I don't know what this crow is supposed to be, what or who, because as far as I'm aware, the Skrulls can't shapeshift into animals, only people, but then again, I could be wrong, so maybe this is a Skrull, maybe it's not, but the way Nick Fury is looking up at it, I feel like there has to be some sort of significance to this crow, and you can see Nick Fury, he's like, I don't know, it looks like a manhole or something like that, but again, he's clearly on this hunt for the Skrulls, he's doing his investigation, and they are after something. Now, we don't know what this is, but there's this suspicious looking briefcase with like this, fog coming out of it, and it's like, ooh, what's in there? I don't know. Maybe we will find out, maybe we won't. And then we've got Emilia Clarke's character again, at the, I don't even know what that says on the door. I believe it's most likely a different language. Is it maybe Russian? That kind of looks like it could be Russian. I believe there are scenes in this series where they are in Russia, or Ukraine, something along those lines. I remember hearing, seeing set photos and stuff like that. So they're there. Emilia Clarke's character with a gun. Ooh, pew pew. And then we get our one actual shot of a Skrull throughout this whole trailer, which is a little weird for a Secret Invasion show to only see one shot of a Skrull in the whole trailer. But again, like, for all we know, this trailer could be full of Skrulls. They're just shapeshifted and in human form. So we don't exactly know, but it's definitely really cool to see him right there. He's definitely not in the best of moods, as you can tell. And Nick Fury, again, sporting the beanie. He's got the eye patch this time. He got the big bushy beard. And then this, I think, is the president, the new president in the MCU. He is getting in a car crash. And another one, I would not be surprised if he was a Skrull. Because, as I mentioned before, the Skrulls, they're going for high-ranking, high-powered officials in the government, in the world. So who better than literally the president of the United States? And this car crash could possibly be even like maybe after they revealed that the president was a Skrull this whole time. It could be a flashback to the real president actually died in a car crash or was murdered by the Skrulls in this car crash that was planned, and now the Skrulls took over. So that would be pretty interesting as well. And then we got Nick Fury. We just end off on this great shot of him. I'm not sure when or where this takes place. It looks like a similar light to what we saw on his spaceship, so we'll see on that. But then we get the official logo from Marvel Studios, Secret Invasion, original series, streaming 2023. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's not going to have the big crazy cameos like you're expecting. I mean, maybe, for all we know. We could see some Avengers show up here just like they did in the comics, but I'm kind of doubting it. I mean, it would be really awesome. We have rumors that maybe this ties into a continuation of the storyline in the Marvels, so we'll see on that. But from what I'm seeing on this, Secret Invasion looks like it's going to be a really good series. It's different from a lot of what we've seen recently. It's going to be a lot less comedy and much more serious, much more darker tones, dealing with that paranoia of who can I trust. It's the whole werewolf game with Andrew Garfield. He was the werewolf, now it's who's a Skrull. And one theory that I just want to throw out there, Agent Phil Coulson. I feel like this would be a really cool time to bring him back as a Skrull, especially to like play with the emotions of Nick Fury of like, oh, that was his old partner, he died. Just to get him back in here would just be really awesome. And I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity to do that. But anyways, guys, that was the official trailer / teaser trailer from Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video. And hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.